Hello again, everyone. I'm down here, just trying to get up there. Right, just a little tilt. Now, as I did promise you this morning, as I promised you for the next few days, we've had a week of it by that time arrives. Solid grey, raining. Yeah, some places here are flooded. Um, we've managed to avoid it. Yes, and we've got Neil Bear in here. Now it's time to cast your mind back from the autumn to the summertime. You went camping, didn't you? Yes. And I'm discussing today with you love and the city. Have you had love in the city? Love and the city. Oh, yes. Well, we used to like a good old caravan. Of course, everybody caravaned in the 60s, the old battle bus. Yeah, and tents as well. Yeah, of course, a lot of tents. So, cardboard boxes. Yeah, all kinds. Yeah. Love in the City. Now, when Neil Bear was making Love in the City, you want, you were approached by a white snake. Really? And what did he do? He says, "Is this love?" And I said, "Well, I'm trying to get started." And well, who turned up next? Oh, the Wild Boys. And what did they say? I've been listening. He said, and I hear the sound of missing you. Oh, and Neil said, "Well, there I am, love. And there's my name to prove it, yeah. And there I am. Ah, it's me. I've been making love in the city. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I say, but I've been making love in a car and love in a bus and love on a train and love in a tent. And I've been lying on the beach making love and I've been making love in this city. Yeah. Yeah. We're actually about in the city. Oh, I mean, they're making love on the roundabout. Yeah. Have you? Oh, yeah. On a bench. Yeah. Oh, yes, I see. And what about who are you making love with? Well, I should have this girl's name. Yeah, go on then. Beverly Brown. Yeah, we're making love with Beverly Brown. Yeah, yeah. Why were you making love with Beverly Brown when you're not married to Beverly Brown, or she's not your girlfriend? Oh, she's a part-time lover. Has she been standing on the street corner? No, she didn't do that, but she's my part-time lover. Ah, I see. Does she only do things part-time? So when you get a kiss, you just get a just on the top of your yeah. She just does part-time. Yeah, I see. And what about full flavor? You are the universe. And did you ever get a kiss full flavor? Yeah, lipstick as well. Yeah, boy. And you came up with red lips and a lollipop. Just to take a taste away. Yeah, they used to have a smoker take a taste away. But the rumor is that Billy Bass is taking up smoking. Yeah, hey, why am I leaving, man? We'll see him tomorrow when he comes in. And what about Wayne Jackson? He thinks you're glorious. Well, I'm glorious, Wayne. Yeah, here I am. And what about Bossa Sonic? Wicked game. Wicked game when you're making love in the city. Yeah, down by the river, on a boat. Oh, yes. Well, the boat keeps rocking, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it rocks more than what it should, yeah. And what about Robert Palmer? I'll be a baby tonight. Yeah, because you can't have a baby that fast, So I'll be a baby tonight. Yeah. And Blue, if you come back, you're not thinking of running away, are you? Was she not pretty? No, no. Are you going to run away next time? I can't afford a face. I can't afford a face. I'm going to have and go no more. Yeah. I see. So it's kiss and run, is it? Yeah, I see. And what about the Sean Patterson? He wants to be loving you. or she wants to be loving you. We don't know whether it's a he or a she, but it's whatever it is, it wants to be loving you. Yeah. And of course, it's on love and the city. So the city is very important. So let's tell the people about the city. What about Lloyd Marcus? Yeah, unforgettable. Unforgettable. I thought it was Nat King Cole who was unforgettable. And Lloyd Marcus, uh, yeah, he was unforgettable. Yeah. And what about UB40? Can't help falling in love. Not when you're in the city, because you see, when you're in the country, you don't see anybody. But when you're in the city, you see thousands. Yeah. And people speak there and say, "Hello, Neil. How are you doing here?" Well, I'm just sitting here. It gets nervous when people say that. And Tom Dice, is he playing a game yet? Yeah. Oh, he's just throwing a six, is he? Oh, yeah. Tom Dice, he's bleeding for love. Yeah. Bleeding love. He's got a bleeding love. Yeah. Yeah. He's either got a bleeding love or his love's bleeding. Yeah. And what about full flavor? Yeah. As I was saying, love holds no limit. No. You can do it at 30 miles an hour or 50 or 100, but you might not be able to keep your hand on the wheel. Oh, traveling 100 and no hands on the wheel, that's dangerous, yeah. Yeah, I think you better park up, yeah. And, yeah, and John Wade said, I've been missing you, Neil Bear. Yeah, I did like seeing you last time. Hello there, John. I've been missing you, yeah. And what about Richard Marks? Right here waiting for you, Neil Bear. Don't worry about John. Come to me. Yeah, I'm a lovely good bear. Yeah, Neil Bear. I'll tell you a joke. Yeah. And of course, we've got the dresser bone. The dresser bone soul. Love me like a lover should. The dresser bone. Have you ever given your lover a bone? It was a dog. Oh, and you loved him and you give him a bone, did you? Oh, dresser bone, I say, soul. Love me like a lover should. Yeah. And stick a bone in his mouth. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, but what about Fab Goro? All you need is love. Yeah, and the Beatles said something like that as well. All you need is love. But what if you haven't got any? Oh, oh, oh well, you just have to love yourself, won't you? Yeah. And there you go. Fab Guru. And if you didn't have any love, you'd be dancing with tears in your eyes. Ultravox to try and attract somebody, yeah, like the little birdies do and the little bears do. They do the dance, yeah. And dancing with tears in my eyes, yeah. Oh, and there's your girlfriend again. What do you call her? Beverly Brown, yeah. Love you, yes. Um, love you, yes. That means yes. Love you, yeah. She's sending her love to you, yeah. And what about Duran Duran? Save a prayer in case it doesn't work. Save a prayer. Yeah. You better save one right now. Yeah. And what about Roy Orbison? A love so beautiful and get a love so beautiful as well. So watch out for that. Yeah. And what about Burke? The virtual. Burke the virtual. Can't take my eyes off you. Have you ever taken your eyes off? I can take my specs off, but I can't take my eyes off. I can't take my eyes off you. No, I've never tried it with specs, she says. No, Megan knows a bit of a job with specs on, isn't it? Yeah, why you can see clearly. Yeah. Yeah. And that was Burke the Virtual. And what about Anthony David? He went in the city and found this other lady. Was she a lady, really? Yeah, well, he says she was. It was a beautiful lady. Anthony David, lady. And what about T-Pow? Well, you know T-Pow. They put the china in your hand. Well, I've just been to the restaurant and had a lovely big meal. But who's going to carry the plates and the cups and that? So just push them all into your hands. Yeah. People, china in your hands. And what about Bossasonic? You can't hurry, love. Hey, the Supremes didn't hurry their love, neither. And Phil Collins did it. He hurried his love, yeah. What about Bossasonic? And what about Lisa Richards? Just you and me. What, you, me, and Lisa Richards? Yeah. Oh, two's company. Three's a crowd. And four? Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Right. And now, what about Spandau Ballet? I can confirm that everything is true. Yeah, everything is true. Sure, Paul, everything is true. It's on here if you don't believe me. And if you don't believe Neil Bear, well, he put his footsteps on you. And Berlin, take my breath away. Did she really? Yeah, whoa, what a case. I collapsed, he said, take my breath away. Yeah, she was from Berlin, you know. Wow, really? And what about Beverly Knight? Promise you forever. And she promised you she's going to keep you with her forever. But where is she? Ah, she went away. Well, she didn't keep her promise. And what about Dave McMurray? He's a Scotsman. Yeah, because of McMurray killing me softly with his song. Did you ever kill anybody with your song? Yeah, I shouted, oh, my feet's on fire. Did they believe you? No. Did you ever kill one? No. What about Starship? Yeah, we were getting down to love in the city, and the Starship went up us in it, and they said nothing's going to stop us now. So we just ignored the Starship and got on with it, yeah. Yeah, and bringing love back. By bringing love back. Did you ever bring love back? Yeah, yeah. I went to the seaside one day and I brought a love back. And she said, is this really back? I said, well, that must be forward, so this must be back. Yeah. And Mickey Lynn Roderick, oh yeah, if you really love me, you would know my name. But I must admit, it's only Neil Bear that loves her. I've never heard of her. And what about Elvis Presley loving you? Oh, it's a good song by Elvis. I don't say one of his best, but there he is. He does his best. And what about Percy Sledge when a man loves a woman? He gonna sleep out in the rain? Where he gonna sleep? Why, on the park bench, probably. Love in the city. He not gonna sleep on a board, is he? Where you gonna sleep? Where you gonna sleep till the policeman comes round and removes him? Where you gonna sleep on the street corner? Yeah. And he's tired, you see. He's just been building sledges all day. That's his business for Christmas. And what about Stephen Bishop? It might be you. No, it is you because it's not me. Stephen Bishop. Is he a bishop? Ah, yeah, he went to church. Well, I didn't make a big but I think he's a bishop. Yeah, he says he's a bishop. And what about wax? Bridge to your heart. Yeah, I'm not a heavy bear, but I did stand on the wax and it crashed down. So much for the bridge, yeah. And what about Roy Orbison? You got it. I got it. I got it. I passed it on to you. You got it. You got it. No, you got it. Oh, you got the password, man. What's the password? You got it. Stop pretending you ain't got it. Roy Orbison says you got it. Oh, girl, by the shy lights. The shy? Yeah, the shy. Only come out when there's a very good light. It'd be too dull for them in the day. Yeah. And they've got a little girl. Oh, girl. Yeah. And what about Colour Me Bad? All for Love. Yeah. Me and Neil Bear. Yeah. And people will be colouring us bad. Yeah. And what about Walter Egan? Magnet and Steel. Well, the magnet would pick the steel up, wouldn't it? I mean, if it was only a little piece of steel. Yeah, it would stick to it, yeah. Well, Marvin Gaye says sexual healing. Did you ever have sexual healing? Yeah. I was with me girl and I slipped on the ice and broke my arm. Yeah. And I had to go and get sexual healing. Yeah. With Dr. Marvin Gaye. Yeah. And what about a little river band? Reminiscing? Yeah. On a boat. Yeah. Yeah. And he lost his horse. One of his horse. Yeah. Anyway, there was another boat coming up on the other side. So he shouted to the man. He had two ladies with him. Can I borrow one of your oars? He said, what? Oars, he said. The man shouted back. He said, they're not oars. He said this. Yeah. And there you go. And that was the little rubber band when they were reminiscing. And heatwave always in forever. No, it's a lie. It's quite cool today. And it's going to get cool in the winter time. But of course, if you're on a tropical beach, well, it might be different. And what about ABC? Be near me. Well, I must say, if all the guests you stood perfectly, Neil Bear near me all day. Yeah. And what about Stephen Bishop on? Where'd you gone? Where you gone? He gone on? On what? Why you going on his platform in the church and he's going to get the choir to sing? Is he? Yeah, gone on. He's a bishop, is he? Maxine Nightingale lead me on. Have you ever led Maxine Nightingale on? Or any Nightingale? Well, you need to put a chain around her neck and lead her gently. Lead her gently, you know. Call me bad, I adore me more. He's starting to speak in his Spanish or French. I think it means love or more. I adore me more. That's who he adores anyway. And if he says so, he must be. Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah. Love T. K.O. Yeah. Poor old Teddy. He was sitting in the grass. Yeah, writing his love letter. But he lost his pen. Teddy Pendergrass, yeah. And Elvis Presley, I want you, I need you, I love you. Not all at once, Elvis. I'll keep some back for later. Yeah. And what about Gary Lewis? Not Lewis Gary, no. Sealed with a kiss. Oh, and there we go. And what about Aaron Neville? Tell it like it is. That's our job. We're telling the people like it is, not like it should be, like it definitely is. Right? And what do we live in the city? And we're telling you about it. Right. Mike Pender and the Searchers. Love Potion number 9. Yeah. He gave her a tablet. No, it wasn't a tablet. It was a medicine. Oh, yeah. It is good. No, it is bad. He mixed it up here in the sink, you see. Ah, well, did it taste good? No. Somebody been washing their feet in the sink. Somebody been washing the bottom in the sink. You know, so it tasted. And there you go. And that's Mike Pender. He didn't have time to search for a proper sink. And that would have been dirty in any case. And 60s love parade. Yeah. Harold Melvin, I think, is somewhere around here. I just lift that up because I can't see what. Harold Melvin, if you don't know me by now, well, I never know me, but Neil Bear knows me. Yes, when we come to two, it means you'll come to the second side. Oh, yeah, whoever B side, 60s Love Parade. Oh, yeah. Were you there? I was there. I paraded with all the other little children, yeah, following the band, yeah, in the 60s. And they all played Tumpy Tumpy Doo. English. It wasn't guitars, man, it was trumpets and that. Bumpy Bumpy Doo and a big bass drum. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Chris Barlow says you're out of time. You should have gotten yourself a guitar by now. I know, but Jerry and the pacemaker told me, how do you do it? What do you do with me mouth? I don't need a guitar. Bum, bum, be dum, bum, bum. Oh, I'm so perfect on it. Yeah. And Johnny Cage says, I'll never get over you. No, he'll not get over you, Neil Bear, neither. If he gets over me, I promise that he won't get over you. Yeah. And Ricky Valens, tell Laura I love her. You told Laura. No, I didn't see her in the city. No, this is a love parade. It's taking place in the city. Oh, I see. And what about Bobby Goldsboro? Hmm? Sitting over there. What's she doing? Looks like he got a slice of bread and a jar and a spoon. Oh, he's having some honey for his tea. Yeah, Bobby Goldsboro, of course he is. And there he is. And there he was. And there's a P.P. Arnold. The first cut is the deepest. Yeah. When you cut into your honey melon, yeah, that's the first cut is the deepest. He's got one of them too. And the Beach Boys keep shouting, darling, darling. And all the darlings are running away after the Beach Boys. So he lost his darling. Yeah. And the Hollies with Carry On. Yeah, she gets the job to carry all the cases. Carry On. Yeah. And what about Cliff Bennett? Got to get you into my life. Yeah. What would I do if you was in my life? Well, you are, because you're on the shore. So you're definitely into my life. Yeah. But Cliff Bennett, you can't get him through the door. No. And what about Ricky Nelson? Hello, Mary Lou. She's bound to be there somewhere. I don't know actually where she is, but she's out there somewhere. Say hello to her. Hello, Mary Lou. It's me, Neil Bear. I'm with William here in the studio. Yeah. Yeah, just to let her know how you're doing. Yes. And Hermits, I'm into something good. Are you into anything good? Well, I would have liked this honey pot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've been to something good. Yeah. And foremost, a little loving. Ah. Yeah, just a little loving. Yeah. And, Freddie and the Dreamers, you were made for me. What's happened to Freddie? They're all asleep in their beds. And you was made for me. But can I share your bed? Yeah, of course you can, yeah. Oh, and what about Manfred Mann? No, no, no. Yeah, last time I heard of him, he went down to the river. Somebody said there's a pretty flamingo down there, so he wanted to get a picture. So he went down to see it. Manfred Mann with his pretty flamingo. Swinging blue jeans. You're no good. The swinging blue jeans are hiding behind the wall. Yeah, because It's a muddy day, and all the pants got dirty. So they washed them and they hung them on the line, but they're waiting for them to dry. But that'll probably be Friday because it's raining every day. Meanwhile, they've only got the short pants on, so they've got to hide behind the wall. Yeah. And Cilla Block, anyone who had a heart would give it to me because I need another one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And PJ Proby somewhere. There's a heart for us. Yeah, and somewhere there's a place for us. Think of the toy museum, do you reckon? Yeah, yeah. And the house of the rising sun, the animals. Yeah, they're just away there for a pint. The rising sun pub up the hill, you know. Yeah, yeah. And on three, because there's three parts to this one, 70s Love Parade. This is the 70s Love Parade, not the 60s. Bobby Goldsborough, summer the first time. Yeah, and it was that hot. He got an extra jar of honey. Keep up his vitamins in that, yeah. And Dr. Hook, a little bit more. So he casted his line into the river again, and the next time he hooked a girl while she was swimming. I said I would love a little bit more, yeah. And Mr. Big, he didn't need any more, he's too big already. He's looking for Romeo, yeah. And Steve Harley, come up and see me and make me smile. Ah, I broke the camera. And hot chocolate, sure you win again. You haven't been back to that gambling place, have you? You spun the dice. Ah, you won again. Just a little bit, yeah. And Al Stewart, the year of the cat. Well, it comes after the rat, yeah. And I go, and Jim Croce, I have to say I love you in a song. I have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, and the Holly, the air that I breathe is the same air that you breathe. So here I have some. Yeah, and where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Yeah, and Susie Quattro, if you can't give me love, give me a pint instead. Yeah, and Steve Harley, Judy Teen. There's Judy Teens out there somewhere. She's a teen, and her name is Judy. If you find her, return her to Steve Harley. Yeah. And Marshall here, and we've been dancing in the city. Yeah. And our time in the city is nearly up. Yeah. But not quite. We've got to meet Blondie and Dennis. Oh, Denny. Oh, yeah. There they are there. And Ken Booth, everything I own, I will give it to you, he says. Yeah. And racing cars. Oh, look what's happening over there. They shoot horses, don't they? They're going to shoot that poor horse. He's just falling down at the race course over there. Oh, yeah. And they've got to shoot him. Yeah, because he broke his peg. Oh. Yeah, and Pilot, he gone away to the far off lands, maybe down under. He'll not return until January. So in the meantime, Frankie Miller says, darling, and up pops Neil Bear. And Paul Anka having my baby up at the local hospital up there, I think she is, yeah. And Kate Bush, the man with the child in his eyes. Neil Bear, that's him. He's the man with the child in his eyes. But of course, in his private life is Neil Bear. Yeah, and don't you forget him. And there he is. Neil, yeah, and that's him. Well, it's bye-bye from me and bye-bye from Neil, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Want we see them? Yeah, we'll not see them. I'm going on the holidays, he says. Oh, yeah, where you off to? Oh, Spanish land, I think. Yeah. Well, bye-bye, Neil. and we'll see you again sometime.